So, Sean, have you ever heard of this band called aegaeon?
Yeah. Yeah.
You have. Any? Do you remember them at all, or have any
Well,
previous thoughts?
there was a really shitty power metal band with a very similar name.
Mhm.
And it's possible that it's like the same name. They were just maybe it's a few years ago. Let me see if I can find it before we get into it.
Because there's another band I know. It's called like Allergy. It is looks similar, but it's got like two L's in it. Allegion or something like that.
That might be
And I
it.
always
And it's
yeah,
power
and
metal, right?
I believe so. I just always remember seeing that font. I was like, oh, and then I was like, oh, that's not aegaeon. But so, um, this band is really good and really underrated in my opinion. When I first moved down to South Carolina, I came across this band, and I remember them coming down here twice to South Carolina, and I saw them once, and it was so good. And I can't rave about this band enough. It is quote unquote deathcore, yes, but it's very different. You may or may not like it. I hope you will, just because of the guy's vocal style. I forgot the dude's name, but it's really good. I think out of all the deathcore bands that I've showed you, you'll enjoy this one out of all of them. I think it has a more traditional death metal sense to it. And the vocalist sounds like he can destroy a universe with his voice.
I got my hood up. I'm ready for it.
Oh, do I have to put my hood up?
If you want to
too?
be part of the crew, you got to be ready for it.
Damn it. I can't. My hood won't go over my cans.
All right.
And my hat, since my hat's backwards. But all right, you ready?
Play.
Bye. Sorry, that dude has such a unique voice.
I like the Mass Effect sound effects in the background.
Oh, the ambient sounds and the ambience.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Origin already did that, but it's cool that someone else is doing it too.
And the odd time signature that they're doing this
cool.
all in.
That was weird.
Oh, how it kind of like phased in. See, and like all their songs are about like fading into nothingness, and our existence means nothing in the grand scheme of the microcosm, or whatever you want to call it, the macrocosm.
I wish that little space effect shit played more into the actual beat of the music.
Well, I don't think they really can, because it's just like ambient sounds and everything. It's not necessarily beat driven, it's just kind of atmospheric. You know what I mean? That bass player, damn.
I feel like that would have been a perfect moment to go into like some kind of bass-driven progressive interlude. I think I would really like this band. Like, really like them. If they did play a little bit into that progressive improv type sound.
Okay.
Like if this sound style that they're in right now, if they just spent the next 30 to 45 seconds experimenting with it instead of ending it, and now we're getting like some background noise.
I can see what you're saying. That would definitely mix it up some.
Because they write really cool stuff, but then it's over. And I feel like it's such cool shit that they could do more with it.
Every time I hear this part of the song, I think of like suns exploding in the background, just like like fireworks almost and shit with the ambient background noises. Just
I really like it, but they get to that. I feel like they get right to the point, or I'm going to be really into it, and then they drop it.
It's like they just need that little push off the cliff for you.
Because I really like the fusion of the Mass Effect with the music.
I'm actually, like I said, I wanted you to like this.
I like it, but this would be a band I would listen to on a normal basis if they experimented a little bit more with the segments that they created. Because there's so much there, and then it's just gone. Because when they come back in, they're not coming back in with that same sound. They come back in at like a totally new spot, doing something else, which is also really good.
Like I said, one of the most underrated quote unquote deathcore bands to do it. And I think they do it the best. Like this is like some of their best work. So
I give that a 7. Yeah.
Really? I'm actually really proud that you gave that a 7.
Are there other songs where they do play longer segments, or is that kind of their sound, like 30 seconds on and then 5 seconds out?
This song is I chose this song in particular because of the odd pauses and stuff they kind of threw in there. Like I don't want to say a lot more of their stuff is more straightforward, but this is one of their more interesting songs when it comes to that, where they did experiment a little bit more, especially with this EP that they put out. This one always just stood out for me, and that's why I chose it. If you listen to some of their other stuff, I don't want to say it's more straightforward. Their older stuff is definitely more straightforward deathcore. Forward. Bird. It's definitely more straightforward deathcore.
You can't escape it.
Oh,
forward. Let's go forward to the next song.
Well, I didn't give my rating. Does that not count?
You're gonna give it an 8.
No,
give it a 9. Oh shit!
Yeah, that's a 9 for me. That song is a 9 for me. Like I
feel like the 9s and 10s are very hard to come by. So you must really
and for
like
me,
this.
Yes, because the first time I heard it, like I said, it just stuck with me, and that is one of my favorite songs in the deathcore genre. So that's a 9 for me.
You like this song?
Next.
Shit. All right.
You don't get an answer.